Pleasure to be here. It's very humbling to be here when you look out into the sea of faces of so much talent and diversity in the room. Thank you very much for your time today with me. Each of us in this room is that we all have stories to tell, and how important it is as role models and as individuals wanting to encourage each other to transform and to achieve more, how important it is to get to tell our stories. And when we think about skills, so if you can imagine, here in the Netherlands alone, only one time in 12 and a half years, in every 12 and a half years, do we update our curriculum for children in school. This means that in a year from now, we will graduate 1.2 million students on a curriculum that was written 12 years ago. That's not okay. We're not teaching our children for the jobs of tomorrow, we're educating them for the jobs of yesterday, and that needs to change. So one of the things that we're doing is we're doing coding classes. It's called the Code Hour, the Code Uur, here in the Netherlands, where we've done, I think in fact even a Guinness Book of World Record of having more than 60,000 students coding at one point in time, at one given point of time. And I've had the opportunity to go into some classrooms in the south of Amsterdam, in Zout, and to look at the smile on the child's face when we tell them to push the big green button at the end to let their program run, and they basically see a cat that they've programmed to take left and right steps, just going like this. And how proud that child is that they have enabled that game to work, that cat to move, and they've done something in coding, and they can bring it home because of course it's online, and they can show their parents at the end of the day what they learned in school that day. I was particularly proud of one teacher who we were preparing for a lesson with her in her classroom, and she was so excited. She didn't even know what the word coding was all about programming, and she signed herself up for a night class for 4 weeks before we came to her school, and she learned herself how to code. How cool is that? She's somebody I want to clone and put in every school in the Netherlands. One of the numbers that we're looking at is that over 70% of all of our jobs in the next 15 years will either cease to exist or have changed significantly. And so it's on all of us to continue to reskill ourselves and to be looking at how we continue to evolve, how we continue to learn. And as Rian said as well, certainly hope that it's not the quote of it takes us 50 years to relearn new things, but indeed to continually teach ourselves new skills. Be a learn-it-all. Don't be a know-it-all. Continue to learn about where the technologies are taking us and how we're advancing. We have the most beautiful technology in the world, but no one is willing to use it, to adopt to it, to adapt to it. That won't get us very far. So we need to be thinking about how we enable people to use the technologies that we provide. And when I think we put ourselves in someone else's shoes and we listen to the experiences and we share our stories that we all have to tell, we can listen and tune in to the future in order to make a difference in the world. So thank you very much.